Thanks for joining me again. This week, I informed all of our sworn and volunteer Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service firefighters and staff that I've nominated a new chief. Chief Corey Smedley is a 29-year veteran in the fire service who most recently served as a deputy chief with Prince George's Fire EMS Department. Prior to returning to Prince George's County, Chief Smedley served as fire chief for the city of Alexandria for 4.5 years and led the department through the COVID-19 pandemic. He's also shown throughout his career that he listens and treats others with respect. As important factors, MCFRS builds out a modern fire rescue service to focus on getting the right resources to the right place at the right time. He will continue the work of building on our outstanding fire and public health prevention efforts and fostering fire station environments that are welcoming to all members. Chief Smedley brings executive leadership experience. The city of Alexandria, under Chief Smedley's leadership, was the first department in Virginia to successfully negotiate a collective bargaining agreement with its career firefighter members. Over his career, he's been a fire marshal, emergency manager, duty chief, and was once assigned to a county executive's office. It's been nearly a year since Chief Scott Goldstein retired. I want to thank Chiefs Kinsley and Cooper for their stewardship of the department over that time. Both did an exceptional job maintaining a high-performing organization. I want Montgomery County to be a safe place to live, work, and play for everybody. MCFRS plays a key role in improving our quality of life and keeping us safe. I look forward to seeing Chief Smedley serve our community once he's confirmed by the County Council. Just want to give you a little synopsis on what I've been doing since we got back from our trip to South Korea and China. I've announced my nomination for police chief, attended a Resiliency Hub workshop, congratulated the latest class of Community Advocates Institute graduates, visited with the Aspen Hills Civic Association, and recognized winners of our 25th annual Montgomery County Recycling Awards, and obviously just announced the new fire chief. Lot to do, lots more to be done. Last Friday, I joined community leaders in the Maryland Transit Administration for the opening of a new bridge across Talbot Avenue. It replaces the old Talbot Avenue Bridge as part of an ongoing Purple Line construction project. The bridge is historically significant for generations of black families that have called Lyttonsville home. Lyttonsville was founded in the 1850s by a free black laborer, Samuel Lytton. He intended it to be a community for free black families at a time when slavery was still legal and options were extraordinarily limited. One of the sad ironies of life for black people in our county was up till the end of slavery, black people could live anywhere in the county, mostly as slaves, except for small places like Lyttonsville. But after the Civil War, black could live almost nowhere in the county because covenants on deeds prohibited ownership by black people. The bridge helped families access downtown Silver Spring and Washington, D.C. for work, food, and medical services. For much of the 20th century, the crossing was the only way in and out of the community. During a turbulent time in our nation's history in which blacks faced discrimination and relocation restrictions, they had Lyttonsville. Sadly, while they could cross the bridge to work in the rest of the county, they could not live in the rest of the county. We have to be honest about our history. Silver Spring leaders from the inception of Lyttonsville through much of the 20th century enacted policies that fostered poverty and environmental racism. The community was already suffering when urban renewal came knocking in the 1960s. Leaders at the time tried to profit off decades of disinvestment in Lyttonsville. They wanted to take advantage of the depressed land value and poor infrastructure they allowed many families to wallow in. This bridge opening shows how we are taking a different approach, and our state leaders are taking an equitable approach as we look to expand transportation options across our region. Montgomery County worked with the Maryland Transit Administration during the design of the Purple Line to help develop the Capitol Crescent Trail and projects like this bridge to ensure that communities along the route were not overlooked in the process. The bridge is not only new, but it also makes traveling safer for drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians. It's wider and longer than the one it replaces. Everyone who travels across it benefits, but so do all the businesses and neighbors around it. I'm proud of the collaboration undertaken by our regional partners to make this upgrade. It will help our entire community and shine a spotlight on the cultural significance and historical significance of Lyttonsville. The swim season is now underway and will kick into high gear once school is out, which is a good reminder to review some safety measures. This past holiday weekend, a young man died when he and another man decided to swim across the Potomac River from Virginia. This is illegal and remains dangerous for several reasons. It's always a good idea to follow directions of any posted sign and avoid swimming if that's what's recommended or if it's restricted. Drowning is the leading cause of unintentional injury-related death for children aged 1 to 4, and the third leading cause among children aged 5 to 18. For children younger than 5, 87% of drowning fatalities happen in home pools and spas. Research from the National Safe Kids campaign shows that nearly 9 out of 10 children 14 and under who drowned were under the supervision when they had died. MCFRS encourages always having a designated water watcher, almost like a designated driver. Drownings often occur when one person incorrectly assumes that another is watching. Also, ditch the distractions when you're on lifeguard duty and you are designated to be a water watcher. Be engaged and watch at all times. Many drowning deaths occur when children are not expected to be swimming or when they have unanticipated access to water. Toddlers are naturally curious, which is why it's critically important to implement multiple strategies such as pool fencing, pool alarms, and door locks. Drowning is also a silent killer. When people think about drowning, they picture flapping arms and calls for help. What usually happens is the people take the biggest breath they can and go down, and then they don't come back up. They can't flail, they can't yell, and the water in their airway quickly inhibits their ability to breathe. Drownings can happen with seasoned swimmers and those just learning to swim. Make sure you know how to tread water, float on your back, and get to the edge of the pool and hang on. Even the most experienced swimmers can become tired or get muscle cramps, which might make it difficult to get out of the water safely. Take advantage of warm weather, our 7 outdoor county pools, or indoor aquatic centers to teach your child to swim, or you can sign them up for swimming classes. You can also help save lives by learning CPR and requiring anybody you're with on open water to use life jackets. Thunderstorms can be a deadly threat that can bring lightning, hail, flooding, or strong winds. Severe thunderstorms are most common in the spring and summer months. It's important to know the difference between a severe thunderstorm watch and a warning. A watch encourages you to be prepared for storms and be on alert for changing conditions like darkening skies or the sound of thunder. When a warning is issued, it is time to take action. Severe thunderstorms have been observed by trained weather watchers who issue a warning. Anyone under a severe thunderstorm warning is encouraged to get inside and away from windows. Avoid contact with metal, plumbing, or electrical cords is also recommended. Sign up for Alert Montgomery is a good way to stay ahead of watches and warnings. Alert Montgomery County messages will also let you know about government and school closings and delays, infrastructure issues like power and water outages, and severe traffic issues. You can choose how the messages come to you, through your personal or work cell, email, or by text message. If you have any question about signing up for Alert Montgomery, just call 311 so they can help you set up your devices. Before I go, I want to encourage everyone with a sweet tooth or a foodie palate to visit Wheaton this Sunday, June 2nd, for a Taste of Wheaton. The Wheaton Urban District is bringing back the Food, Music, and Arts Festival after a 1-year absence. Marion Fryer Town Plaza in downtown Wheaton will host the event, rain or shine, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. In the past, Taste of Wheaton has drawn around 10,000 people. One reason is that it is a wonderful opportunity to sample great food at modest prices. But here's another good reason. Visit because my favorite band, the Nighthawks, is going to get the music started at 11. Enjoy the festival and the flavor that only Wheaton can offer. Not to date myself, but I've been following the Nighthawks since about 1972. They've played with some truly great black blues guitarists, and they have an international following. They're well worth seeing. So that's a wrap for today. I hope you have a great week, and I'll be back again next week.